Hello, this is a summary of Islamic jurisprudence. This is chapter 2 of disbelievers, pots, and clothing. Pots could be made of iron, wood, leather, or the like. The original ruling is that the permissibility of using such pots. That is to say, it is permissible to use every pure pot except two types: pots made of gold or silver. The pots having anything related to gold or silver, such as being inlaid or plated with gold or silver, and anything of the kind that makes pots connected with them. The exceptional case here is the pots inlaid with silver for the sake of repairing them. The legal proof of the prohibition of gold and silver pots is the hadith, the following related hadith by the group of compilers of hadith. It says, "Do not drink in gold or silver vessels, nor eat in similar bowls, i.e., bowls made of gold or silver, for they belong to them (the disbelievers) this in this world and to us in the hereafter." In another hadith, the Prophet, peace be upon him, also says, "He who drinks in silver vessels is only filling his abdomen with hellfire." When something is legally prohibited to use, the prohibition is applicable whether this thing is used partially or totally. Therefore, it is prohibited to use pots inlaid and plated with gold or silver, or anything containing related to these two materials, excluding the case of the pot inlaid with little silver, which is permissible as above. This is illustrated in the hadith related by al-Bukhari, on the authority of Anas ibn Malik, may Allah be pleased with him, who said, "The cup of Allah's messenger got broken, and he fixed it with silver wire at the place of the crack." And Nawawi, may Allah have mercy upon him, said, "Muslim scholars uniformly agree that it is prohibited to eat or drink in such pots, and even to use them in purposes related to eating and drinking." The prohibition of using or keeping golden or silver objects applies to both males and females. As is addressed, the addressee of this prohibition is generalized. The prohibition applies to both sexes. There is nothing specified for the certain sex in this concern, except for the permissibility for women to make use of both silver and gold for purposes of adornment for their husbands. On the other hand, it is permissible to use the utensils of disbelievers, unless one knows that they are impure. In that case, one should only use them after washing them. The hides of dead animals, it is prohibited to use them unless they are tanned. Yet scholars differ regarding whether it is permissible to use them for tanning or not. The sound opinion, which is maintained by the majority of scholars, is that it is permissible to use the hides of dead animals after tanning, due to the many sahih authentic hadiths indicating that. This is because that the impurity is temporary, so it is removed by tanning. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said that the hides of dead animals, quote, "are purified by water and quartz, leaves of a kind of tree which is used for tanning." The Prophet, peace be upon him, also said, "Tanning is the purifying means for hides." As for the clothing of disbelievers, it is permissible to wear them unless they are known to be impure. This is because the original ruling on their clothing is that they are pure, and they cannot be deemed impure out of mere suspicion. Likewise, it is permissible to use whatever is weaved or dyed by the disbelievers. For the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "And his companions used to wear clothes weaved and dyed by disbelievers, and Allah exalted be He knows best."